New plea tonight from a woman asking investigators to reopen the case into her brother's death.
Investigators say Donald Fickey died by suicide 4 years ago in Walker County, but his sister says she has proof he was murdered. And our Michelle Herron sat down with his sister and the family's private investigator. Michelle has more for you.
Well, we first introduced you to Amanda Shirley 2 years ago when she said there's more to her brother's death than what investigators say happened to him. She hasn't stopped pushing for answers, and now a high-profile private investigator is taking the case. For Amanda Shirley and her family, the last 4 years have been tough. For Amanda Shirley and her family, the last 4 years have been tough.
We have hired a lot of experts on DJ's case. I got a lot of professional opinions, a lot of open records requests.
Her brother, Donald Fickey Jr., better known as DJ, was found dead with a gunshot wound to his face. His death was ruled a suicide, but Shirley believes otherwise.
There is a killer out among the community. They could do this again to someone else. And I don't want that. I don't want no other family to have to go through this.
Shirley hired private investigator Eric Eccles to look into the case. Eccles lives in Atlanta, but is familiar with the Lookout Mountain Judicial Circuit after his work on the Tanya Craft case 10 years ago.
The gunshot residue on DJ, they didn't do that. They talked to all of the quote-unquote witnesses together. They didn't separate them. They didn't take them to the police department and interview them properly. Those type of things. They didn't take enough crime scene photos.
Eccles says he's had experts review his findings too, and he says they agree. DJ's death wasn't a suicide, but a homicide.
There's enough information to secure an indictment. There's enough evidence to secure an indictment. Yeah, not to reopen the case, to get a conviction. There's enough.
Now, Shirley is making a public plea with those who investigated the case to take a closer look.
Do the job that you were elected to do. If you're not going to do your job, step down and let someone who's willing to do it, do it.
Now, we reached out to the Walker County Sheriff and the District Attorney on this case. We have not heard back, but the GBI sent us a statement that said, quote, based on the results of this examination, which includes a physical examination and information obtained from the Walker County Sheriff's Office investigation, the manner of death was ruled a suicide. Subsequently, the medical examiner's office reviewed additional information connected to this case and performed further forensic testing. Based on the review, the results of the manner of death remain unchanged, as new information provided did not support a new finding. In the studio, I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.